The name Anunnaki is derived from An, the Sumerian god of the sky. The Anunnaki were believed to be the offspring of An and his consort, the earth goddess Ki, the Sumerian mother goddess Ninhursag, stating that they were originally the same figure. The oldest of the Anunnaki was Enlil, the god of air and chief god of the Sumerian pantheon. The Sumerians believed that until Enlil was born, heaven and earth were inseparable. Then Enlil split heaven and earth in two and carried away the earth while his father An carried away the sky. Deities in ancient Mesopotamia were almost exclusively anthropomorphic. They were thought to possess extraordinary powers and were often envisioned as being of tremendous physical size. These gods were not just figments of imagination, but were deeply integrated into the daily lives of the Mesopotamians. Temples dedicated to these deities were the center of city life. The stories of these gods were meticulously recorded on cuneiform tablets, detailing their exploits, relationships, and influence over natural phenomena. One of the most prominent deities was Anu, the sky god, who was believed to be the supreme ruler of the heavens. His temple, the Eanna, was a marvel of ancient architecture. Anu was often depicted as a majestic figure, towering over mortals, symbolizing his immense power and authority. Priests played a crucial role in maintaining the favor of these gods. They performed elaborate rituals and ceremonies to appease the deities and ensure the prosperity of their city-states. The influence of these gods extended beyond temples and rituals. They were believed to have a direct impact on agriculture, trade, and even the outcome of wars. Before going into battle, warriors would seek the blessings of gods like Enlil, the god of wind and storms, to ensure victory and protection. Enlil was another powerful deity, often depicted wielding a staff, symbolizing his control over the elements and his role as a protector of the people. Families would offer prayers and sacrifices to these gods, hoping for their favor in matters of health, fertility, and fortune. Even children were taught about these deities from a young age, ensuring that the reverence for these gods was passed down through generations. Scholars and scribes dedicated their lives to studying and interpreting the will of the gods, often consulting omens and celestial events. The night sky was seen as a canvas where the gods communicated their desires and warnings, guiding the actions of the people below. Kings and rulers would often consult with priests and oracles before making important decisions, believing that the gods' favor was essential for their reign. The pantheon of Mesopotamian gods was vast, with each deity having a specific domain and influence, creating a complex and rich tapestry of mythology and belief. Today, the legacy of these anthropomorphic deities can be seen in the artifacts and ruins that have been uncovered, offering a glimpse into the spiritual life of ancient Mesopotamia. Modern-day scholars continue to study these artifacts, piecing together the beliefs and practices of a civilization that revered its gods with profound devotion. As the sun sets over the ancient ruins, one can almost feel the presence of these deities, whose stories have transcended time and continue to captivate our imagination. Among these divine beings was Zara, a fictional guardian of the divine aura. Zara's role was to maintain the balance between the mortal realm and the divine. Zara's journey was one of immense responsibility. She traveled across the lands, ensuring that the divine aura remained pure and untainted by mortal conflicts. Zara often interacted with priests, guiding them in their rituals and helping them interpret the will of the gods. Her presence was a bridge between the divine and the mortal. In the divine hierarchy, Zara held a unique position. She was respected by the Anunnaki deities and often participated in their councils, offering insights from the mortal world. Zara's influence extended to the daily lives of the Mesopotamians. She was known to aid families in their prayers, ensuring that their pleas reached the ears of the gods. Zara also had the ability to interpret celestial events, providing guidance to scholars and rulers. Her wisdom was sought after in times of uncertainty. As a guardian of the divine aura, Zara's presence was a reminder of the interconnectedness between the divine and the mortal. Her story adds depth to the rich tapestry of Mesopotamian mythology. As the sun sets over the ancient ruins, the legacy of Zara, like the gods she served, continues to inspire and captivate our imagination, bridging the past with the present. The deities typically wore melem, an ambiguous substance which covered them in terrifying splendor. Melem could also be worn by heroes, kings, giants, and even demons. The effect that seeing a deity's melem has on a human is described as nigh, a word for the physical tingling of the flesh. Deities were almost always depicted wearing horned caps, consisting of up to 7 superimposed pairs of ox horns. They were also sometimes depicted wearing clothes with elaborate decorative gold and silver ornaments sewn into them. The ancient Mesopotamians believed that their deities lived in heaven after an earlier history of visiting Earth in the mythological texts, and that a god statue was a physical embodiment of the god himself. As such, cult statues were given constant care and attention, and a set of priests was assigned to tend to them. These priests would clothe the statues and place feasts before them so they could eat. A deity's temple was believed to be that deity's literal place of residence. The gods had boats, full-sized barges, which were normally stored inside their temples, and were used to transport their cult statues along waterways during various religious festivals. The gods also had chariots, which were used for transporting their cult statues by land. Sometimes a deity's cult statue would be transported to the location of a battle so that the deity could watch the battle unfold. The major deities of the Mesopotamian pantheon, which included the Anunnaki, were believed to participate in the assembly of the gods, through which the gods made all of their decisions. This assembly was seen as a divine counterpart to the semi-democratic legislative system that existed during the Third Dynasty of Ur around 2112 BC to around 2004 BC.
Of what they gave us: the modern calendar based on lunar cycles, the 60-20 counting system used for geometry and measuring time, the wheel, the plow, irrigation systems like levees and canals, sailboats. They even spoke the first known language. And, most importantly, they left evidence of the first recorded writing. That's a lot of intelligent contributions to humanity. So why aren't we taught more about this clearly advanced and influential civilization? Well, connect the dots and you'll discover why the omission could be deliberate. Sumerians were accurate in creating many advanced systems, yet we dismiss their history of man as mere mythology. And why is that? Well, if we gave the same credibility to their written history As we've given their inventions, we'd be teaching a completely different version of our origins. And we'd be thinking a lot more about what our future may hold.